Welcome home to Living Simple. In today's episode, we are going to be going over our 2023 April budget. Now, if you were here for our review for March, you know that we didn't do that good, but I think this month we're going to start off on the right foot. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Dan, I'm 35, I'm a warehouse associate for a large beverage distributor. My wife, Angelica, is 29, and she is a project manager for a tech company. Today's month is going to be one of your standard pay months. Also, we had a couple of things come up where we're going to have to pull some money out of the savings, unfortunately. And of course, that's why you have an emergency fund and something that we're going to have to separate from our house fund. We should be having a pretty smooth month. You know how it goes. You anticipate a good month and then stuff happens. So let's dive in and let's take a look at our budget. So as you guys can see here, as usual, we black out the income for privacy. Now we have $6,524 expected. Again, Angelica got a raise at her job. So as you know, last month was one of those magic months where I got paid 5 times. So our income was almost the same as this. But now with her raise, we are expecting to have $6,524, which is pretty good. So I will be anticipating in the next few months our income to go up a little bit because I will be getting a little bit more overtime. So as we scroll down here, we have things that obviously are fixed expenses. We have our rent, which is $800. Our phone bill is $100. Our internet is $64.24. That pretty much stays the same. Now our car insurance is $228.75. I am paying monthly, and this is for 2 vehicles. If you're new here, so last month I went over, this is for 2 vehicles, for a 2004 Toyota Corolla and a 2006 Toyota Sequoia. Now, I did say last month that I was going to reach out to the insurance company to try and see how I can get this lower. And it looks like I actually didn't do that. So I have to do it this month. But basically what happened last year was that my debit card actually expired. So I went on to pay Geico manually, and I changed the date thinking that it was automatically going to update my debit and start pulling from the correct card. And unfortunately, it didn't do that. It actually started pulling from the expired card for some reason. I didn't click the bubble to assign a new card, and I lapsed on my insurance for like 20 days. I had to pay a fine to the DMV. I had to pay the rest of Geico. It was a whole mess. My insurance at that time, it was only for one vehicle, for the 2004 Toyota Corolla. I was paying $69 a month. It went up to like $120. It basically doubled. So I was pretty ticked off. I went from Geico to Liberty Mutual that was offering me a whole bunch of stuff, 5% here, 2%, whatever, for a whole bunch of stuff, go paperless, do this, do that. And there were a whole bunch of discounts. And I got it down to about $90. So now we have our third vehicle, which is the 2006 Toyota Sequoia. We are now at $228. That's high for me. I think this, let me know what you guys think, but that's pretty high. And so I'm going to reach out to Liberty Mutual. Maybe we could do that little, like I said, that little OBD2 reader thing that they have where you drive safe, and they discount you a little bit. I think it's up to 30%. So I'm going to have to try and do that because I want to get this down to a more manageable price. Our phone bill is $100. We could switch to Mint and get it down another $40 there. I'm not really sure because we've had our service for a very long time now, and we're pretty okay with it. We like it. But again, we'll move on, and then we'll brainstorm with Angelica and see what we think. Now, last month we had $400 allotted for gasoline and groceries. We only spent $285 on groceries, and we only spent about $250 on gas. So I'm going to just keep it at $300. I'm going to go down $100 on each. And I think that should be good. What we're doing now for gas is we're actually going into Jersey, and that's actually a little bit cheaper. Also for groceries, we're only going to be making 2 trips to the grocery store this month. I believe I'm going to be going this week. So I'm going to be doing a little grocery haul video for you guys this week so you guys can see exactly what we're buying and what we're eating. We're both trying to lose a little bit of weight, so you guys can see that. Now, if you guys also saw last month, our debt is gone. We paid off our debt, officially debt-free, and it is a great feeling to know that, last month I think we paid like 12 or 50, I can't remember off the top of my head, $100 in debt, paid it off, don't have to pay that anymore. Again, I'm just keeping these on the spreadsheet just for reference, whose card is what, but there are no balances on them. So it's awesome to have that not hanging over your head anymore. So let's move on to subscriptions. We do have Amazon Music. I use that a lot at work because I work about 80% of the time by myself. And so I listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to a lot of music. So I'm thinking about maybe switching over to Spotify. I know I mentioned that last month, but I'm going to try and see, what do you guys think about Spotify, the free version? I know my wife says, and a few other people say, that it isn't bad and you get used to the ads, and that'll save us $10, $120 a year. So maybe we'll look into it. And again, our Apple Cloud, I think it's $1 for me and $3 for Angelica, is $4 for the Apple Cloud. Now we move down and we got the business and side hustles. Right now we are thinking about changing the logo for the channel and doing a couple other things, maybe like a little maybe a better intro. I don't know, but again, we're not this month, maybe for next month, but for right now, the freelance or the people that we hire to do that stuff is going to be $0. So we're going to keep that $0. Now, eating out. Last month was $250. We're changing it now to $150, and we're going to try and keep it. We're going to be pulling this out in cash to make sure that we aren't going to go over. We allotted $250, and we didn't go anywhere near that. And so we're definitely going to try. Let me erase that. It should be $0. We're going to try our best to keep it at $150. So far this month, it's been pretty good. So, knock on wood, right? Now for our sinking funds. Now our sinking funds are basically, we have 3 types of sinking funds. We have expected, we have non-goals, and then we have goals. So our expected is basically stuff that we know that's going to come up, like our car inspections in New York. You have to get your car inspected every year, $37, 40, I think it's $40 if you pay in debit, $37 pass or fail. And we have 3 vehicles, so that comes to $110. We divide that by 12, that's $10 a month. Now, our car registration, which is bi-yearly, 3 vehicles is about $300, $100 a vehicle, and we divide that by 24. That comes up to $13 a month. Descript, which is the program that I'm usually using literally now to record my screen, is $288 a year, and we divide that by 12. It's $24 a month. vidIQ, which is the program that we use to do a little bit of our SEO research for the channel, that's $90 a year divided by 12. That's $750 a month. Now, also our CPA tax filing, which is what we use to file our taxes. We've been literally, my father's been going to the same CPA for I think like 20 years now. So we use them, and they're about $200 a year, and that comes out to $17 a month. So you can see the trend here. This is stuff that that's going to be down the pipe, and you want to make sure that you are allotting money for it. Now that's expected. I just want to say, and then it comes out to $71.50 in total per month. So that's going to be pulled out, and most of that is going to be going into the cash stuffing. Now let's move down here to non-goals. Now for non-goals, we have things like gifts, personal Angelica, personal me, our fun, new car, vacation, dogs like dog food and dog shampoo and stuff like that, car care. And that car care is mainly like car washes that we do during the winter because we really don't go outside and car wash. But any like brakes and oil changes and stuff like that, we put away stuff preemptively for that. Which reminds me, the Corolla needs an oil change, so we're going to have to make sure that we pull money out for that. I haven't projected any money for this right now. And the reason being is because we have a family member that's helping us out with a retirement plan. So we are going to be allotting the cash stuffing after that. So we know how much, we're going to pay this much this month toward retirement, and that's going to go there. I'm thinking about making another area here for investments because we're also going to start investing through Webull. So we usually don't allot any of the projections. We let Angelica do the cash stuffing, and then I update the chart during the review. Now we're going to move down here to goals. Now, as we know, Angelica said last video, why did you write down $100,000? That's so much. That's going to take so long. And she's right. It is going to take a long time. Honestly, it's just a random amount that I wrote down it's like a lofty goal, obviously. So right now we're at $22,360.14. We are going to be, unfortunately, we're going to have to use $1,500 of that into something that Angelica needs to pay. That's going to go down. So do the house saving first, right after retirement, then house saving, and then we fill the envelopes with non-goals and then the goals. So goals technically would be priority cash stuffing first, and then non-goals would kind of just like fill in after that. But yeah, usually the majority of our savings will go toward our house. Next, we have secret gift number one and secret gift number two, which are two things that we kind of want to keep private, but is the things that we're saving for and toward, which no real end date, but we do have a monetary number there that is like the end. And also Angelica is going to be going on a bridesmaids trip to Las Vegas, which is going to cost her about $1,000. I added it in there, and really is an honor to be a part of to be a bridesmaid for somebody, and you get ready for it. And I believe the trip is in August, so we're going to be making sure that we have that cash flowed. We're not going to be taking out any debt for that. All in all, I think this month should go smoothly. Now, we are anticipating to possibly be doing $250 to $300 a month toward my retirement, and Angelica will be doing, I think, $600 to $700. I can't remember off the top of my head. And we're going to be adding that in here under a tab of investments. That's what I'm planning. I'm going to add that in here for the review. And that's going to be taking out after taxes. That's not going to be pre-taxed retirement. That's after tax retirement. So that's going to be something that's going to be either taken out of our checks. So maybe we'll be able to snake it through income, or we're going to have to pay it after we get paid. Again, this month should go off without a hitch. I know this video is going up a little bit later than usual, but I do recommend cash stuffing to a lot of people, especially because it brings you that awareness. Cash stuffing is great because once you have the $150 in your hand, especially for eating out, like I'm showing you here on the screen, you have a finite number of bills in your hand that you can spend. It gives that you have it in your hands and you know exactly how much you should spend. So it is really helping us. It's taking us out of the mindset of just swiping, which is something that Dave Ramsey goes on about. And I know our budget is a zero-based budget, so it's Dave Ramsey inspired. Every single dollar has a job to do in our budget. Now, we bend the rules a little bit because we should be allotting some funds to our sinking funds now, but we are going to wait until, and see, especially with my income where I could be making maybe an extra $40 a week, maybe a little bit less, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stuck with me through this one. I know it was a little quick and rambly, but, again, this is April, and we're going to keep going and trying to reach our financial goals and trying to make sure that by the end of the year, hopefully we will be in a better financial place. I'm not saying we're in a bad financial place because we are debt free, but our retirements are rolling and our sinking funds are rolling and our house saving is well funded, and honestly, we're pretty excited about where this can go. So if you liked the video or if it brought you any type of value, I will ask you, again, I always say this, it's awkward asking, but if you could subscribe or like the video, I would deeply appreciate it. And again, stay tuned for the grocery haul video that we have coming up. And Angelica obviously is going to be working on those cash stuffing videos. She got us some good feedback. I think the videos look amazing. I think she's doing an awesome job. So go over to those videos and make sure that you're liking those because she's putting in a lot of effort and I'm loving how they're coming out. Again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time.